Hey, it's Talking with OC. And I'm your host, OC, on Podcast Without a Name. I'm waiting on my co host to pop in for conversation about NFL and, one topic that we pulled out the sky to talk about. The conversation drifts from places to places, but we get it done. He should be chiming in a minute. Big AC should be the one should be chiming in a minute. But this is Talking with OC, and I'm your host, OC. So I'm just sitting here right now, hanging out, relaxing. Got my win today. That mile and a half. You got to get that mile and a half in for health purposes. Got to get it in. Got to get it in. Plus, it helps me clear my mind, get things in order, and I'm back at 'em. Back at 'em. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. It's living this life is tough, but we make things tougher than what they should be sometimes. So we just got to get on top of things and do things that we're supposed to do when we're supposed to do them. But it's been a hell of a season for my team, the Ravens. It's been a hell of a season. We got quarterback out. Backup quarterback is not getting the job done. I preface all my commentation on that I am not a professional football player. I have not played the sport like some people have, like some people are playing right now. But my views are just opinions. And my opinion of our backup quarterback is that he can't play quarterback for our team. He hasn't been playing good for our team. So that's my deal. So I'm just waiting on Big AC to chime in here while I'm sitting up here uh, going through the motions, talking with OC. I'm your host, OC. And that's Big AC finna chime in. Yes, sir. Or when you ready. When you ready to chime in, come get in. Hold on. Let me get him this let me get him this deal right quick. Here we go. We back. We back. We on. So I'm waiting on him to clock in on the pop in on the link so we can get started. Big AC look like he from that hen. That nigga from that hen.
What's happening? What's happening?
That nigga from that
Mm.
hen.
Yo, man, hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. What in the I'm all over the damn place about this last fucking week of football, man. First of all, well, let me say this. I don't know who I think should be starting for Baltimore at quarterback. I don't even know if I think that's the problem. But man, Fred Warner, the Iron fucking Man,
Yeah.
and Fred Warner though, the Iron Man and the center of the Niners defense, man. God,
Yeah,
you
that's your
know,
quarterback. That's your quarterback on the
that's my
defense.
guy.
Yeah.
That's my quarterback.
That's my
Yeah,
quarterback.
that's my quarterback, right? Yeah,
That's
man.
my
Shout out to
quarterback.
Fred Warner.
That's
He
my
already had
quarterback.
surgery. Yeah, he already had surgery. They called the season-ending surgery. Of course, technically, if they went to the bowl, he could come back to help him at the very end
Yeah.
with the kind of injury it is. It ain't a knee, it's an ankle. But man, yep. What a tough pill to swallow. I've got to say. Uh, I really hate to see that one happen. I didn't watch a lot of injury because the Niners always got injury.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of injuries come and go, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, that one was a tough one. But it is good that we got George Kittle, Brock Purdy, and I believe and Pearsall, and I think even Brandon Ayuk in 2 weeks. Maybe I think maybe if there's a bye involved or something like that right after the bye. So, man, we ain't got Fred Warner coming back, but we do got some cavalry coming on offense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I think the Niners can still keep pace
yeah,
because of their team. They have a
right,
team.
right,
It's not
right.
just one person or two people. It's
Yeah,
a team. It's
yeah,
all three phases. All three phases is working together.
right.
So
No, no
and
doubt.
Kyle Shanahan, the Shanahan guy over there, man, you can't count him out. He know what to do with less. He know what to do with less. So I'm
I got to say one thing I was really happy tuned in with is what's up. We had a little dragon lag. One thing I did like though is they ain't rush out to go try to trade for nobody.
yeah.
The front office decided to go ahead and go with the next guy up, man. And dude, you already got somebody that know the system. Homeboy was looking pretty physical. I think maybe with a week of preparation, you know what I'm saying, it won't look like such a deficit in the middle of that D.
Yeah, I think they can. I think they can get it together. I think they can put it
No
together.
doubt, no doubt,
But Baltimore, if they got to win a game, we got to win. We
man.
got to start by winning the game.
Man, now I got to say
Can we
though,
get a game?
I was impressed with the way the defense came in playing. Right,
Mm-hmm.
defense came out playing physical. It reminded me of like they was it like it was tough. The team looked tough again. Right, that's what
Yeah,
I did like about what I saw in the Baltimore game. But like, yeah, it's a fiasco at quarterback when you got somebody like Lamar, and then you get, I got to just say it, subpar backups coming
man. I mean, can we get somebody that can run the same
in. Right,
offense that we have? I mean,
man.
I would have loved. But you know what? The contrast to Lamar, I would have loved if Shador would have signed with us. If he would
Right,
have signed with us, he would have been
right,
playing right now. He'd have been
right.
playing right now, and he would have been starring right now.
Man, bro, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I wouldn't even be mad at seeing somebody like freaking Russell Wilson slide in there as a backup in Baltimore.
Mitchell Trubisky. If we had
Hey,
Mitchell Trubisky, I would feel a lot better.
I'm
But
gonna tell you this,
this guy we got is just Cooper Rush.
man.
He
You
go
know
sit
what?
down somewhere.
And I see the trend is this, man. Like your quarterback can't be somebody that was drafted to be a backup.
Yeah,
Like the trend seems to be that if you got your starter and then you can pick up somebody who was somebody else's starter that it didn't work out,
yeah,
you at least getting the caliber of a ball player that you can work something, you can do something with.
yeah.
You can do something with. So like that definitely, man. I never really thought of the backup quarterback position as such a strategic piece until this year.
Yeah, yeah, but y'all fared very well through your
Right.
backup because y'all had a serviceable backup, somebody that can come in and play
Right.
and score points, somebody that can
Right.
come in and make the throws, somebody can come in and run the offense.
No doubt.
Yeah,
No doubt. Now behind Mac Jones, we got I think it's a rookie or a second year dude. He never played the
yeah.
snap of live NFL football. So
Mm.
I'm not sure how he would fare, but I mean, honestly, I'm not too worried about it. Just off of like you say, the track record of what I've seen from that offensive staff and how they handle the quarterbacks. You ain't got to be how they handle the quarterbacks. You ain't got to be the most talented guy.
No,
You
but
don't.
you gotta be able to not turn the football over. You
No
gotta
doubt.
be able to push the ball down the field. You gotta be
Right.
able to make the throws that
Right.
NFL throws that you're supposed to
Right.
make. You gotta
Right.
be able to be in tune with your head coach or whoever,
Yeah.
offensive coordinator, whoever calling the plays. You gotta
And,
be online with that. Your
and see, and
receivers, everything.
that goes back to how you always saying, coach, quarterback,
Coach,
coach,
quarterback.
quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like if and this goes for defense too. Like we were saying with Fred Warner, if the person wearing the helmet with the dang dot
Mm-hmm.
ain't on the same page as the person calling the plays on that side of the ball,
Yeah.
like forget about it, bro.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. You'll be lucky,
Mm-hmm.
if you get out there and don't make a complete fool of boo the fool of yourself in front of the nation or something. Because dog, it's hard for teams that got it together and that is on point to win games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So man, when you out there not executing, it's not a secret why teams like Tennessee ain't winning right now. It's not even so much about talent. Let's just start with the discipline. Like, man, getting in pre-snap penalties, false start, getting, what I'm saying, illegal formation, right? When you hearing that shit called against your team too many times a game, I guarantee you your team is one that's 500 or worse.
Yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah.
and,
No,
and then
no discipline, no
no
discipline.
discipline. And then you add like turnovers, right? You don't
That's
want to hold on.
culture.
Don't hold on to the ball, or
That's
your
culture.
quarterback's throwing it away in the end zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, no culture. At least let us come away with 3, right? Don't
Mm-hmm.
give away all the points.
No.
I'd rather see my offense miss it on 4th and something, right, and miss some points than for the kicker to miss a damn field goal, or for the homeboy to throw an interception. At least give me my chance, take the chance. But I'm gonna still tip my hat to the coaching staff out here in San Francisco, Santa Clara, because man, they really
They keeping
working
it together.
bro.
They
They
keeping
working
it together.
they running some 3-card Molly type shit out
Yeah,
there,
it's KIT out there. Keep it together.
for real, for
Yeah, they
real,
keeping it together.
man.
Man, I'm telling you, it's it's just depth.
Yeah,
You need depth. You got to
yeah,
have depth because you
yeah.
never know. It can happen. That injury bug can happen to you.
Bro, and honestly, like this season in particular, it seems like all over the league. Like I said, I'm used to it. 49 is always injury prone.
Yeah.
I've been blaming the training staff for years, right? And I'm sure
Hmm.
it's other fans out there that's been blaming the training staff. Like, man, can we get some better trainers?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. No. No. It ain't got nothing to do with the trainers. It got
bro,
something to
it,
do with it
it
got something to do with how you prepare for these games.
yeah, no doubt.
How you get yourself prepared for these games. You have
And
to be
let's
a
just be
professional.
real. And let's just be real, right? This team is about playing a real physical brand of football.
Yes.
So
Sir.
I'm not gonna say, well, then, we get hurt the most because we the most, but no, we're one of the more physical teams in the league,
Yeah.
year after year. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
yeah, I guess when you're turning it out like that, man, and you based on being bringing controlled violence, to the scene. Hey, that's what that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna have a little injury turnover. In the dang thing. Man, I was just tripping off of this, right? So it was 0-2 in the ALCS. I noticed that the Blue Jays jumped up and got one on the Mariners, right? They mollywopped them, socked them with a little lock in the sock or something when they wasn't looking.
It's
Uh,
pitching, man. It
it
come
is
down to
pitching.
pitching. It come down to pitching. You if your pitching is up to par, you could beat
Yeah,
anybody. Anybody can beat anybody. But if
yeah,
your
no,
pitching, if you can't fool these hitters and you can't pitch the
right,
ball
right.
right, you gonna get bombed.
Man,
It's gonna be
straight up. And I mean
gonna
the
be a
twelve
bomb.
four. Stranger things have happened. I mean, but this is I think the bottom of the eighth right now.
Hmm.
And yeah, they needed this one. And Vlad Jr. He been playing like the MVP. He been going berserko the entire postseason here. And man, yeah, I just can't wait to see that. Of course, also tonight coming on ESPN 7:30, right? Just a few minutes ago, should have started, but they on Ninjago time or something. Mavericks and Lakers though, and I am kind of intrigued by the Mavericks front court, right?
The Mavericks front court.
Yeah, man, they got that boy Cooper Rush. They already got Anthony Davis, right?
Yeah.
And then you throw in is Clay? Are we calling Clay the other part of the front court?
No, they talking bad about Clay. I read
Uh,
some articles about
okay,
him.
he too busy with his head up making the stallion ass or
Yeah.
whatever.
I,
But
I like it though. I like it. I mean, it's another chapter. He got to
no doubt,
overcome. He got
no
to
doubt.
overcome. He got to overcome that life
Yeah,
go to the light.
yeah,
You got to pick a side. Right now,
yeah, yeah.
the season is here.
Right, right, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Ain't no more off season. Ain't no more
right.
off season. We got the
No, true,
season.
true to man, true to form. Honestly, like at as many years as all of them dudes have played, right? Like
Yeah,
we're fortunate to be seeing like that era still so strongly represented in the NBA. But everybody's days are numbered, right? Like
yeah.
I'm talking about even when it comes down to LeBron, KD, fucking shit, Steph. In a couple years, I would say like everybody's getting pushed out the door, so to speak. with their old ass. Because
But it's more than that too. Is they can still play. It's that
yes,
mindset.
yeah,
It's that
yeah.
mindset. Do I want to?
Do I
It's the
want? Do I
thing.
still want
Do I
that?
want to get my body
Yeah.
back into shape to go do this,
Oh
make
yeah.
this run?
Yeah, no doubt. And everybody, what's up? Y'all watching podcast without a name. Your man, Big AC the one. I'm here with my co-host with the most, talking with OC, and we was just going over, man. Like, man, some beautiful. It's a wonderful time to be a sports fan. Like, let's just start there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just start there. You want to get into some of these NFL picks or what?
I was trying to see what game you think is one of the good ones. I was looking at the Bengals,
And
Steelers.
Yeah. Bengals and Steelers. I definitely like that one. Of course, the Vikings and Eagles too. Right.
Well, the Vikings and Eagles. That's going to be a good one.
That's going to be a good one, and really because of the struggles that I've seen so far this season, really it's kind of like who's going to come up out of their slump first.
Yeah. I'm hoping the Eagles get another L. Yeah, I'm hoping they get another L. But they well coached. I don't think that they're going to make that same mistake again.
No, I mean it's a possibility. But I mean, come on, we talking Brian Flores defense, right? So he could pitch a shutout any game against anybody, Eagles included, right? And I mean, dude, like, what is it? Is Carson Wentz balling still, or is McCarthy back in still? Back in again?
I don't know that yet. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I feel like they get about the same production out of the quarterback position. Either way, it's really about who gives them the higher floor, right?
Yeah.
And I think Carson Wentz gives them the higher floor. So I hope they stick with Carson Wentz personally until the wheels fall off of it.
Now, do you think the Jets get their first win against the Panthers?
I don't. I really don't. So we might as well just put a flag in the ground right there. I'm definitely gonna pick the Panthers over the Jets. It's funny, right? So okay. So the Panthers are picked as a I guess a favorite by 1.5 points, right? And I mean, this is one of them games I would stay away from the over/under thing with this. Absolutely, completely. But usually, let's see, a home team, they're saying should have 3 points on the road. So a visiting team should have 1.5 on. So if Vegas is telling you that they think that the Panthers are gonna pull this one, I truthfully do too. Man, they're playing some decent ball, right? And they got an identity, and that's what the Jets don't have. Now the Jets,
that's what the Jets don't have. Yeah.
On offense.
Yeah.
Now on defense though, I got to say, man, the Jets, they might be a top 10 defense. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But you look at a lot of their games, they knuckleball games like 11-13. They playing low scoring games each and every week. But I don't see them getting it done this week. Maybe next week, Jets. And on that note, here goes a good one. Who do you trust? Who do you trust not to lose more? You got 2 1-5 teams with the Dolphins and the Browns.
I was just thinking that. I was just looking at that. I was just looking at that. As much as both those teams, need a win. I think the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins. They gotta pull it together. They gotta put it together.
The only thing that's tough for me with them is they struggling big time with their offensive line.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about the strength of the fucking team for the Browns, right? Is Myles Garrett and them Beastie Boys up front that they got out there with the dog pack is running out there on the field each week. So man, since they playing in Cleveland, I'm gonna pick Cleveland on this one. They burnt me last week, but I guess they've been burning.
I'm not a fan.
I know.
I'm not a fan of Cleveland. Cleveland just they got a good defense, but the culture around there is just not. It's not good, and it's not that it's any better in Miami, but I see Miami really trying to bounce back.
I've watched Miami play at least 3 competitive ass games, like to the wire this year, right? Where it just got away from them at the end. One of the games where Tua took them down, scored that touchdown or whatever, and then somebody got right back down the field.
I still think he's too short to play quarterback.
It kicked the field goal, and this is what I was gonna say. I don't trust the Dolphins to make a stop to win the game.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm gonna go with the Browns on this.
Okay. I don't trust.
Yeah.
I don't trust none of them.
Well, yeah,
I wouldn't bet.
I
I
don't
ain't put
blame
my
you.
money on. I ain't put my money on nan one of them teams.
Hey, here go another good one. Rams and Jags. Rams and
Oh,
Jaguars,
oh,
and they
oh,
are playing in Duval County.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I like the Jags. I like the Jags.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
go with the
like
chalk.
the
I'm gonna go
coach
with the
and
chalk.
quarterback.
Now, Vegas gave the Rams a 3-point advantage in this one.
Mm.
I don't know what they think they know that we don't know. I mean,
I like the
Etienne is
Jags,
playing,
man. I
right?
like the Jags. I like the
If
Jags, man.
If Travis Etienne is playing this weekend, I like the Jags
And,
and whatnot. But let's
and,
let's keep it interesting.
and,
I'll stick with the NFC West and go with the Rams on that one.
okay, well, I'm gonna
Both
take
teams
two.
4-2. That's a good game. Honestly, you said which game do I think is the game of the week? I'm looking at that one right there.
What, the Rams, Jags?
Yeah, as long as the Jags show up.
Yeah, as long as they show up.
Long,
As long as they show up, I think they will. I the coach
yeah,
quarterback.
yeah,
I'm liking Trevor
yeah,
Lawrence,
yeah.
and yeah, he remind me of that quarterback in that movie, Remember the Titans, and
Yeah,
so yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
yeah,
I'm gonna go with the Jags.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the Jags, and then we got the Raiders and Chiefs.
Raiders and
That's
Chiefs.
a division game right there.
Woo-wee. I have not.
They
There's
playing
not a
at Arrowhead.
right, and there is not a bigger point spread advantage. They're giving the Chiefs an 11.5 point handicap on this one.
E
Uh,
E
yeah,
E
man.
E
To
E. I
say
think. Go ahead.
now, the funny thing is the records is 3-3 and 2-4, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
they could both come out of this 3-4,
Mm-hmm.
or the Chiefs could be 4-3, and it could be something else for the Raiders. I got to go with the Chiefs, man. Like they kind of look like they self last week,
Mm-hmm.
and they are
Mm-hmm.
getting weapons back as we
Mm-hmm.
speak, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so, like the Chiefs, I think they kind of are coming out of that. Oh, we lost the Super Bowl. That Super Bowl hangover type smark,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay,
Yeah,
so
I don't bet against Mahomes
yeah,
and Andy Reid, but
right.
I because I do think the Raiders
Ooh,
still have a lot of problems with their quarterback and coach.
right.
So I don't bet against the Chiefs in that game. But I do want to say that Oakland or Las Vegas,
Yeah, yeah.
they
That was
played a great game last week. They played a
right,
great
right.
game last week.
Yeah, yeah.
Got the win, and now if they can build on that. That's the whole thing. You got to build on that.
Right. Because for 1 week now, you can't say that Geno Smith looked incompetent and they wasn't ready to put Chip Kelly on the damn witch's fire yet.
Yeah.
No more. But yeah, I hope they can keep vibing on that. Another team I think I hope keeps vibing is these Colts. Now, I mean, is these Chargers going up against these Colts? Colts is
Mm-hmm.
5-1 now. Now they are for real, right? Indiana Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, whatever they calling him out there. He going crazy out there, and they running game is like, man, it's been revitalized.
Mm-hmm.
It has.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of
Oh,
fact, shoot, he might be is he the leading rusher in the league?
which one?
What's my man's? Is it Hilliard? No. Wait.
What team?
Jonathan. For the Colts.
For the Colts.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard that.
they're
But
running back. I'm saying
yeah, they're running
I
back. He's
think the
pretty
running
good.
back. I think
He's
it's
pretty good.
Jonathan something, Jonathan H. But I think he might be leading the league right now. And this ain't his first trip around the block. Oh, there's some good
But
matchups this week.
they got their hands full with the Chargers, LA
With
Chargers.
them superchargers, man. They
Yeah,
got to go see
yeah,
them Bolts, and they got to come to
yeah,
LA to do it. So
yeah.
who you think you're rolling with on this 105 game?
I'm rolling with the Chargers all the way.
Okay, shoot, man. Let's
I'm
just
rolling
keep
with
it.
the Chargers all the way. People,
Let's keep it
like the
saucy.
Colts, but I like the Colts, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
they on my list, they
man.
down there on my list.
Shit, why not? Keep it saucy. I'm gonna roll with the Colts on this one, and I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you what. I'm getting excited. Every game I keep going at, I'm getting more and more excited. Man, what about these Giants and the Broncos? Right?
I was just looking at that.
Oh,
That is gonna be a great one because the Giants
yeah,
are playing good and the Broncos
yeah,
are playing good.
bro.
And
They
Bo
really
Nix,
are. This reminds.
Bo Nix.
I ain't been this excited to see these two teams play since John Elway was in the league. So like
Phil Sims, huh?
Yeah, bro. So real business, real
Yeah.
business. So like, man, that's a matchup that I really can't wait to see. Now, as much as I'm riding the hype train with
Yeah.
Scatterboo and
Broncos, baby.
yeah, I can't do it. It's the
Broncos,
Broncos on this
baby.
one.
They
Yeah,
going into that mile high. They going into that mile high.
yeah,
Broncos,
yeah.
baby.
And they definitely
Broncos.
and this would be the second biggest point spread differential. They got a 7-point advantage over the Giants, and I kind of feel it though. You in Denver, you already
Yeah.
got the mile high thing like
Yeah.
kicking in. Like that's one. Then you playing against a team that's a little bit better than you. Like they got a
Yeah.
little bit better roster than y'all, top to
Yeah.
bottom. It'd have to be a spirited win for the Giants to get one.
Yeah.
They would
The
have
New
to
York
come in, silence the
Football
crowd.
Giants.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it would have to be. And like, man, the game they got lined up after that, the Washington Commanders going up against them Cowboys now. The Cowboys, what do we think about them? And what do we even think about the Commanders?
They still trying to find themselves. They're trying to
Yeah.
find that identity, what they're gonna be, and what they either they're gonna be Dak and Dak lap, or they can't run the football like they want to run the football. So I believe that's a division game too, right?
That is a division game.
That's a division game too. So I think
the spread on it is only a 2.5 point advantage to the Commanders.
Commanders. That's a Commanders game.
It is all the way.
They going to Jerry's World. They going to Jerry's World.
They are going to Jerry's World.
Everybody play well in that building. I'm telling you,
they do, and that includes the other. And that includes the other team. And unfortunately, the team that they playing is better than them this week. I got to agree with you on that one, man. It's the Commanders all the way. Deebo Samuel, he kind of reviving his career. Give him anytime that Jaden Daniels is playing, Washington got a chance to win. That's just what I would say.
And they're not gonna have that problem where it's slippery. The ball ain't gonna be slippery.
Right. No doubt. I'm gonna tell you where else is gonna be slippery is out there in Detroit for them Buccaneers this week.
But hold on.
I know your hand right. Don't even know how to feel about this.
Yeah. Let's back up a taste. Let's talk about them Falcons and them Niners. Let's talk about them Falcons and them Niners. Them Falcons coming to Santa Clara. The Niners a little wounded, and the Falcons coming off. The Falcons is coming off a big win.
They are coming off of a big win. And I'm gonna tell you what the problem is I don't trust the quarterback to be consistent weeks in a row. Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I like Penix, but I don't trust him to deliver consistent performances. And I do feel like even with Fred Warner out, right, with a week to prepare, you let Salah put whoever you want to in the game, and he's gonna get some results out of him.
Absolutely.
So
Niners more of a team. More of a team.
There you go.
The Niners more of a team, and plus they coming into Santa Clara. So
that's it.
I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking the Falcons go down, but that's gonna be a close. I think that's gonna be one of those field goal type games.
You know what it is, and the Falcons are another physical team.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I like the running back they got, Bijan Robinson. Man, that boy.
Bijan,
baby. Bijan to go with my hot dog. Yeah, man.
He's doing his thing.
No, he is. He's doing his thing, and what's the boy? Is it Drake? Is it Drake May? No, not Drake May, but his last name is Drake. I can't think of the first name. Number 5 though, the receiver they got. If he playing right, they got.
He should be playing. Yeah,
he's explosive. They got a true number 1. Yeah, but at the same time, too, like you say, Niners got a team, right? And you got to put him in the perfect spot every down to get production out of him.
Let's go, coaching quarterback. Purdy is playing, and y'all head coaches, they've been pretty much on the same page. I gotta go with the Niners. I gotta
go with the Niners, and I'm pretty sure with Purdy. You said Purdy's coming back this week.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and see, even if it was Mac Jones, I still trust him to put.
Now, if Mac Jones plays too, I'm with that. I'm with
that too. Exactly, and you know what everybody else.
I wish we had Mac Jones.
Man,
we had Mac.
I'm gonna tell you what I wish. I wish that the 49ers would utilize their backup running back a little bit better, because regardless of how Christian McCaffrey is getting the touches, man, dude is on pace for more than 400 touches, and that's scary, right? I
Yeah.
don't. That's scary. I don't care what position you play. 400
Mm-hmm.
touches, unless you play quarterback, because of course quarterback touch the ball every game. So you
Um,
saw,
um,
you,
I was just gonna give a little update.
yeah,
Toronto is killing Seattle 13-4.
okay,
Um, and it don't look good. It looked like it looked
yeah,
like Toronto gonna win this game, but it's
yeah.
gonna the series is gonna be 2-1. But
Oh yeah,
it
so we going game four, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
game
yeah,
four, yeah.
yeah,
Excuse
yeah,
me,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. That's what it's looking like around here.
Don't count them out. Don't count
Don't
them out.
count them
It's over.
boys out.
It's over, baby.
So Patriots and Titans, like, did we didn't cover that yet, huh?
No,
No,
we didn't cover
but
that one. That one is gonna be a rough one.
that is gonna be a rough one.
That's gonna be a rough one because
That's gonna be a rough one.
you got two teams that's really just trying to muddle through this season.
But hold on, wait though. Do you know the Patriots are 4-2?
I
Wow,
didn't, let me look at that. Let me look at that record. Let me
wow,
look at that record.
and they
Yeah, 4-2. They 4-2.
and they seven
That's a
point
reflection
favorites.
of the head coach, man. The
It,
head coach that's there,
hey,
man.
it absolutely is. And the cold thing is, I'm scrolling because I'm trying to see if I can find what's the Bills' record right now. If the Bills are ahead of them right now, they're only ahead of them by a game, right?
Yeah,
And so my whole point. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Patriots and Bills are both 4-2. And if you look at how they got well, let me see if I can show you the AFC standings on this joint. Right, they got the Patriots on top. If anybody can see that, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
how about them? How about them Patriots? How about them Apples, man?
Well, I think the Patriots is playing well,
Right.
but it just seems like they just walking in mud this season. I think they playing well. I think they playing well though, but
Yeah,
it's yeah.
I'm gonna say like this. I
I
don't.
know they can beat the Titans. They can go down there and
I
beat the
definitely know they could beat the Titans, and I know they will beat the Titans,
Titans.
especially being that that's the coach's ex team that he was, that he was a head coach of. But at the same time, I know what you're saying. Like, they're not playing elite ball, right?
Yeah,
I wouldn't immediately slap them up on the level with let's say the Bills
yeah,
or any team or them teams that are sitting up on top of the AFC. Now, can they
yeah,
come in and beat the Steelers maybe in a wild card game? Hell
yeah,
yeah. Yes,
yeah,
yes, they
yeah.
absolutely can. And
The Patriots?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I think it just depends on what the site is. If they in
exactly.
Pittsburgh, if they in Pittsburgh, I think I
Yeah,
think Pittsburgh gonna get that little edge. But if they in Foxborough,
right.
yeah, they could beat them. They
Man,
could beat
and
them.
I can say the same thing for if they ran into the Jaguars in a wild card game. Shoot, if they ran into, I mean, damn. Actually, yeah, the majority of the field could probably get it in the AFC if they
Hmm.
run into the Patriots in the wild card round, right?
Yeah,
Or the divisional round.
yeah,
Let's see, one game that we didn't get at all is the Packers and Cardinals.
yeah.
You want
That's low. That's low hanging fruit right there.
that is
That's
low
low
hanging fruit.
hanging
I was
fruit.
about to say you want to talk about an old mucked up matchup, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kyler Murray should be back in the lineup this week.
Hmm. Hmm.
Let's talk about why the Packers, after coming out the gate 2-0, can't figure it out. They 3-1-1. So 1-1 means you had to get a tie, right? The tie that they
That
got.
against Dallas.
Come on, man, and that's I'm gonna call a tie a real black eye. You dig me? They they didn't show me championship level competitiveness when it counted against a team that I felt they should have beat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But the parity in the league this year, uh,
Yeah,
been killing everybody.
as y'all know what that means. They
Been
didn't
killing.
want that smoke, man. They
Yeah,
did not want that
they've
smoke.
that parity been killing everybody.
It has. And what? How about the Seahawks then bringing the Texans into their house? Seahawks is favored by 3 points.
Because of that extra 6 men they got, that 7 men they got out there in Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that loud ass
Yeah,
set
hey, no,
they
the
got out
12,
there.
the 12
Man,
ain't no joke.
yeah,
It is a legit factor.
yeah,
Pretty much when you bring yourself to Seattle.
yeah.
Texans are 2-3 this year. We know they're playing
That'll be a big
ball.
win. That'll be a big win for the Texans. That'll be a big win for the Texans.
It really would.
If they
Now I'm
can
gonna
go
say
in
this.
Seattle and beat Seattle, that'll be a good win for them. I
I'm a
don't count nobody out.
I'm a pick the Texans because
Yeah,
it works in my interest as a Niners fan for them to beat the Seahawks, but
yeah,
also because I would say that in the scope of their season, they do
yeah,
seem to be picking up some momentum. You know,
yeah,
they're at 2-3, but they were starting off at 0-3
yeah,
and losing
yeah.
some close damn games. A lot of them was one possession games lost at the very last. You know the cusps of the game though at crunch time.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna pick them Texans. Even though they're going to see the 12 up in Seattle.
Mm-hmm. No, I like all your picks, man. You give a good reason why you pick who you picking, and
But it's
that makes people eyebrows go up and listen to what you're saying.
yeah, but it sounds
So
like you still going with them Seahawks.
no, I'm going with the Texans. I
Okay,
want the
okay.
Texans. I mean, I'm going with the Texans.
Ooh.
The Seattle Seahawks. If they do get this win, that's going to be a
Yeah,
big win for them. It's
you
going to
know
be a
it is
big
gonna be a big
win
win
for them.
for them. It is gonna be a big win for them. And the only thing that the Niners got on anybody in the NFC West is that they didn't beat them already.
That they didn't
Right.
beat them already.
The-
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
And
that's
that's
a
what you got
beautiful
to
thing.
do. That's what you
Yeah,
got to do to win your division. You
you
got
got
to
to
beat
take
your
care of
division
business.
opponents
That's it, and try to take care of home as much as you can.
and try to
You
take care of
know,
them as much as you can. Yeah.
man, I think we
Mhm.
covered all the games. What else you want? What else you want to get into on this nice Wednesday?
I've been thinking about some things
Okay.
to get into on this podcast.
Yeah.
Other than sports,
Yeah.
I just be wanting people to understand that in life you got to be able to control your emotions.
No doubt.
If you're not able to control your emotions,
Right.
you can't do a lot of things because it's a lot of trouble that's going to
Yeah.
come to you when you're not in the space to do that.
Right.
And this comes with relationships. This
Okay.
comes with everything that you do in your life.
No doubt.
Because
It's funny because I was just about to ask you, are you referring to like professional shit or is this or just relationships, whatever? Just
professional, yeah, you really got
yeah.
to control yourself
Right.
professionally if you want to get anywhere. But I'm talking about relationships that you build with people.
Yeah.
A large amount of respect comes from that.
No doubt.
When you're able to say, okay, look, let me get to the bottom of this with the least amount of mess, the least
Man.
amount of craziness, the least amount of all of that,
Eh,
by
eh,
controlling myself and my emotions.
right. And you know what's funny is like that comes with something that we refer to as common sense. But the funny thing
Man,
about
oh.
common sense is that it ain't so damn common. Right. Like most people would know, first of all, okay, like, you know, you got partners like they get mad, they'll jump in their car, smash off, beat their tires and their suspension up on speed bumps and all kind of shit, showing out because they trying to prove a point and let everybody know they feeling some type of way that day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just stopping and saying like, blood, you know, this shit y'all doing out here, I really ain't feeling this today, so I'm out.
I'm gonna
You
deal with it
tear
some type of way.
like yeah, you
Yeah,
tearing up your shit,
yeah,
being mad.
yeah,
You
yeah.
making your neighbors look at you funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you making your situation uncomfortable, and all because you're not in control of your emotions. And you got to be in control. Never let them see you sweat. I know everybody's been told that.
Yeah. Let's take it a step further. You in a
Yeah,
relationship. You were in a relationship with somebody.
right, right.
You broke it off,
Okay,
and they still feel some kind of way.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just go around threatening people. You can't just
No,
go around
no,
assuming things. You can't just go around
man,
being that way toward people.
damaging
And,
people's property,
yeah, and all of that.
all
You
kind of
can't
shit.
do that. You
Yeah,
can't do that. That brings just more
right,
anxiety, more hurt, more disrespect. I mean, more no one
yeah,
in that whatever that is going to
right.
respect.
No, bro, and you know what's funny is like it always kills me that the person that's acting out says, "I only do that because I love you."
That
Like
means that carries no weight with
that
me.
don't jive neither, bro. Like
Yeah,
that don't track.
yeah,
Okay, because you love me, you want to see me win. You want to
yeah.
see me be on top. You want to see me.
Regardless,
Come on,
regardless of what happened,
come
regardless
on.
of what happened, you got to keep the main thing the main
Right,
thing. And
right,
what I mean by that, uh, me damaging your car because we got into an
right.
argument, that is wrong because I don't that car had nothing to do with Your
No.
poverty had nothing to do with what we talking about.
And guess what though? When you get to getting down to what's really gonna help you and benefit you in this whole situation, right? It
Yeah,
probably ain't gonna be able to be afforded because of the damages they got to be recouped, paid for, and made made whole on the car. So
yeah,
like
yeah.
when you tug on the rope, it's gonna have an effect of being tugged on when you get to the other end. Just because you don't see the effect the first couple times you tug, you gotta assume that you're gonna get to some point where you're gonna see a couple scrape marks or something down the road. You know what I'm saying? And people always feel like they get away, like, oh, I got away with that. No, you hardly ever get away with anything. Most people don't even get away with it for the day. Like, you know how many people is delusional as fuck because they think like, oh, yeah, I just got over on the homie. No, the homie just gave you what you asked, what you was plotting on because he was tired of you embarrassing yourself and him in front of company and grown folks and all that other type of shit, right?
Yeah.
And for those of y'all out there, man, that really think that you are getting over on people that you know ain't dummies, right? But at the same time, yeah, you think that you can run a little drag and that you no, that game you're running ain't special. Let me be transparent with you right now, folks. Let me keep it a buck with your ass. A nigga only entertaining that shit as far as it benefits and don't disrupt his plate and what he got going on as far as that shit go. Right.
Soon.
The minute that you start muddling up my
Yeah,
applesauce,
yeah,
trust me, I guarantee you,
yeah,
that shit gonna get cut off and
yeah.
nipped in the bud.
And we gotta realize that when you become an adult,
Yeah.
people see you like that.
Yeah.
People want to see you like that.
Yeah.
They don't want to. They don't want to. I don't want to have to get a restraining order on nobody.
No.
I don't want to have to be out here yelling in public with somebody. When I'm
Man.
dealing with adults,
Yeah.
understand that hey, maybe we need to calm it down, or maybe we need to see about this
Yeah.
before we make assumptions. Before we sit here
Exactly.
and go through all this other bullshit, maybe we need to
Exactly.
talk. Maybe we can have a conversation that can alleviate all of this other mess that comes
Man,
from what you thinking.
because the painful truth of this whole thing is that you can live a life of doing shit the right way, right?
Yes,
And that will not matter if you allow a couple of seconds of foolishness and buffoonery to
it ain't gonna matter.
define you as far as who you are to the people around you, right?
Absolutely,
And and
absolutely.
and, and, and you can plead your case with them people all you want to, and they all gonna be like, but yeah, dog, you know what? When we sat you down with the big man, or when it really counted, you couldn't keep your shit in check, and I can't let you cost me when
I'm
because
not.
we all know better.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you cost me. You ain't gonna
Man,
cost me nothing.
hell no,
And so me being who I am and being the age that I am,
no
um,
doubt.
I can't afford to
Yeah.
align myself with such buffoonery.
No, no doubt. And
Can't
shout
do it.
out to everybody that's tuning in with us right now. Podcast without a name. We did the pick section of this already, and since we had some time left over, of course, we digging off into some real life ism. Get your stream shit done on StreamYard. Any of your streaming needs can be taken care of here. Tell them that we sent you, and they might even hook your ass up a
Cameron,
little
before
bit.
I bust your ass.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that
man,
that's how it works. That's how it works, and that's how people.
man,
That's how I've learned to be in
man,
my
no
life.
doubt.
I'm not dealing with no buffoonery, man. I'm not doing it.
What
Um,
the one thing that was on my mind a little bit is this, man. I'm tired of hearing people that want to own the highs,
yeah,
but they ain't really on board to own the lows, right?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
like everything ain't always caviar and fucking champagne. So,
No,
sometimes it's potato chips and soda pop. And
man.
and and
Top ramen and ketchup.
man, come on,
Yeah.
right? And
Hmm.
like the people in your immediate circle and the people that you are driving the vehicle that you're trying to push towards something that's going to achieve greatness, you got to make sure that everybody in that joint is pushing and parting in that same space. Because like, man, dog, when you got somebody that'll brag and put the t-shirt on and and look at this and they want to get followers, they want social media and all, boom. But then when it's time to put in that grit, the grind, and that hard work, or even take an L on the head, like man,
When
my
the
night is
them
off
lights
the
come
street,
on, man.
and
When the lights come
and,
on.
and my Hall of Fame linebacker just got took out. What are we gonna do?
No,
We're
no,
not panicking like that. But
no.
the point is, like, yo, it must go on, right? It
Yeah,
must
show
go on,
must go on. Next
and
man
we
up.
gonna see what Bethune is about this week.
Yeah.
He made a couple nice hits when he came in the game last week. So
Mm.
I'm thinking he's down on the highs and the lows. But yeah,
Yeah.
like man, that's what was on my mind. You know, I mean,
Yeah, no,
shout out.
you gotta own it all. When you
Yeah,
going through it, you
shout
gotta
out
own it
to
all.
Dorothy McCoy, man. R.I.P. She passed this evening. Man, and man, ain't she? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Look,
Hmm.
man, all love, you know, and just praying with the family, everybody. You know, prayers up all the time. Man, she ain't the only one, man. I've been hearing so many people that got like people really close to them that's in the you know, in the, some kind of intensive care or even getting put on hospice. And just no, remember, y'all, like life is, I mean, death is a natural part of life. Not that we pushing nobody to get there, but you got to use that as part of your rock and what you can hold on to when you do, or you are in a situation where you might be losing somebody close to you. You just got to remember, like, yo, it's they to be celebrated, right? We all know it at the end is coming at some point, right? The only thing that we trying to do is hold on as long as we can and have enough shit to have fun with in the meantime, right? So, yeah, man, just to everybody out there, my heart's out with you. If you got shit going on, you know, man, it's gonna be all right. Like
Oh, for sure.
it's been a hell of a day for me, and I can just say like again, had to be in control of my emotions today. Had all kind of shit going on that I had to execute, and I couldn't afford to let that loss put me in a space where I do something that I'm gonna live regrettably about, right?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
that's the key. And why would you want to do something like that in a person's name that you call a remembrance on anyway?
Yeah, no, you want to turn that around. You want to
You want to turn that shit around.
you want to make that celebration. You
Yeah,
want to say that their life was for something.
yeah,
They did what they needed to do while they was
no
here,
doubt,
and
no doubt.
that's my whole outlook
Right.
on death. Period. Your time. It was your time. I mean,
Oh,
I can't think of it no other way.
and I can't let this not be said today. Hey, if you're in California, y'all, fuck with your boy, man. We voting yes on 50. Somebody, we got to do whatever we can to put that boy Donald the Cheeto in check. And they already done offset some shit out of state that could really ruffle the next election or two. And so I don't want to hear everybody crying about this shit later. Fuck with it. Yes on 50, man. So
Yeah.
we can
Yee.
yay, so we can draw some lines that he can't step over.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, man, it's been great. We talked about the football.
Oh, no doubt.
We went into the personal thing
Yeah.
about being accountable and about being who you are, being about being an adult. When we're
Yeah.
adults, we cross over into that lane. Let's be
Man.
professional. Let's be professional at that point,
Yeah.
because we got some professional manipulators. We got some
Right.
professional crash out people that crash out. They
Yeah.
professional at that.
Hey,
And the only reason why they're professional at that is because that's what they've been doing their whole life, and that's what they do.
no, no doubt.
Me personally, I'm a professional. I'm a professional at holding
Yeah.
and processing
Yeah.
and getting things together on that end
No
and
doubt.
talking about stuff and not letting things get too emotional.
No doubt.
So that things that don't need to be emotional.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. So being an adult is being accountable
Yeah.
and also understanding how and what you are going to do in situations that you get yourself into.
Man, for real, for real. And not to say that we don't have room for being emotional, right?
Yeah,
As men,
yeah,
as adults, as whatever the hell, right? I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes purging a good cry, man, letting a few tears go, and letting it be known how you really feeling, if that's what it is, instead of letting that shit bubble and boil and fester inside of your ass. I mean, that's what's gonna tear you apart and tear you down,
yeah,
you know. And sometimes I hear people like, man, I don't know, man, bro was doing cool, man. He just had a heart attack.
yeah,
Stressing, you know, and
yeah,
especially the fellas, man. The fellas be wanting to hold shit in.
yeah.
You can't hold
Yeah,
everything in.
yeah, it's certain things that you got to be emotional about, and that's cool. But being an adult, I can't see
Yeah,
myself out here wearing that on my sleeve like that.
No, 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 no.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and understand where we at and what we're
Yeah,
doing, and get that together. And
right.
then if you got problems like that, it's a place and time for that.
And no
It's a
doubt, but
place
like
and
I was
time
saying,
for that.
like we ain't got to be macho all the time with the
No,
kids. We ain't got to
no.
be like if it calls for a little bit of falling back and having more of your sensitivity antennas up.
Getting a better perspective.
Yeah, yeah. Like fellas, don't be afraid to do that shit, right? It don't make you no biatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No,
Hey, it's
what
been a
makes
hell.
you what makes you that is how you react to shit.
No doubt.
That's what makes you that.
No doubt.
Let's be real about it.
Yeah,
That's whole shit when you act like that.
man.
That's like dude say that's funky whole shit when you act like that. I don't act like that. I don't do that.
Hell no.
Regardless, other than being a man, I'm
Yeah,
a person. I'm a
yeah.
human.
No doubt.
And I have good sense.
Man, and that's real. And you're a person of integrity, right? And
Yeah.
on that note, I'm gonna take it out. It's been
All right.
a blast, man. It's been a blast. Let's do it next time and make it last.
All right.